Homeless man killed in hit and run on Howard Cook Boulevard. A man believed to be homeless is dead after being struck by two vehicles along Howard Cook Boulevard in the early hours of Wednesday morning. The incident occurred just after midnight near an intersection in the area as the man attempted to cross the roadway. According to police reports, he was first hit by a car traveling toward the town center and was immediately struck by a second vehicle moments later. The unidentified man, who was clad in black at the time of the incident, sustained serious injuries and was rushed to hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. Eyewitness accounts suggest the man had been seen earlier in the night walking along the same roadway multiple times before the fatal collision. Authorities have not yet released the identity of the deceased. Investigations are ongoing as police appeal to the drivers involved or anyone with information to come forward. Jamaican in U.S. court after Coast Guard seizes cocaine stash from boat. A Jamaican man is now in United States custody after federal authorities discovered millions of dollars worth of cocaine and marijuana hidden aboard a vessel he was operating off the Florida coast. Rudolph Hilton, 33, appeared in a Florida federal court on Monday to answer to 3 drug trafficking charges following the major drug seizure by the U.S. Coast Guard. He remains behind bars pending a pre-trial detention hearing scheduled for next Monday. According to court documents, the crew of the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Richard Etheridge conducted a routine boarding of a 45-foot Sea Ray vessel named Lady B in the Atlantic Ocean, approximately 8 nautical miles northeast of Haulover Inlet. Hilton and another Jamaican national, Alden Delano Brown, were aboard the vessel at the time. During a seaworthiness inspection, Coast Guard personnel noticed manipulated panels and fresh fiberglass work, which led them to discover a hidden compartment beneath the cabin floor. The compartment was well concealed with a small opening, according to the criminal complaint. Inside, authorities uncovered 68 bricks of cocaine weighing more than 70 kilograms, approximately 154 pounds, and 14 bricks of marijuana totaling about 12 kilograms, roughly 26 pounds. While the street value was not specified in court documents, a cocaine seizure of this size can exceed US $10 million depending on market conditions. Hilton reportedly told investigators that he and Brown had taken the vessel from Fort Lauderdale to Jamaica approximately 1 month earlier. While in Jamaica, he allegedly admitted he was offered US $100,000 to return the boat to Fort Lauderdale, despite knowing that illegal narcotics were concealed on board. As of Tuesday morning, Brown had not been listed in Broward County or federal jail records. Hilton was booked into the Broward County Jail on behalf of the U.S. Marshals Service and is scheduled to appear before a federal judge next week for his detention hearing. Law enforcement officers from the Hanover Policing Division apprehended 8 individuals, including 1 woman, in relation to the seizure of an unregistered firearm in Cave Valley, Green Island, Hanover, on Monday, February 23rd. Reports indicate that at approximately 6:30 a.m., a police unit executed a focused operation within the community. During the search of a residence, law enforcement personnel discovered a Canuni S firearm, complete with an attached magazine containing 1 9mm round, located in one of the bedrooms. The identities of the individuals currently in custody are being reserved pending ongoing investigations. "31-year-old Akeem Jackson, otherwise known as Bobo Sparks, of Twickenham Park, St. Catherine, has been charged in connection with a 2016 gun attack in his community on Wednesday, September 28, 2016. Police reports indicate that at about 3:20 a.m., Jackson and his accomplices, all armed with firearms, went to a woman's home. During the incident, Jackson allegedly opened fire on the house. However, the occupants managed to escape unharmed. The matter was reported to the police, and an investigation was launched. During the probe, it was revealed that Jackson had fled the island. On Friday, February 20 this year, he was deported from the Bahamas and apprehended during an intelligence-led operation. Following a question and answer session, Jackson was formally charged with 2 counts of shooting with intent, malicious destruction of property, illegal possession of a firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, and using a firearm to commit an offense. He is scheduled to appear before the Spanish Town Circuit Court on Friday, February 27. A national of Trinidad and Tobago, who directed a transnational firearms trafficking network, has been sentenced in the United States following extradition from Jamaica. Shem Wayne Alexander, a 36-year-old resident of Port of Spain, was sentenced to 4 years and 9 months in federal prison on the previous Friday by a U.S. district judge in the Middle District of Florida. He was convicted of conspiracy to smuggle firearms from the United States to Trinidad and Tobago. Furthermore, the court ordered the forfeiture of firearms seized in connection with the offense.
Alexander was arrested in Kingston in November 2024 while on a visit to his girlfriend. He was extradited to the United States a month later and pleaded guilty in August 2025. At the time of his arrest, Alexander was managing director of an athletics company, head coach of a football club in the Trinidad and Tobago Premier League, and head coach of an under-14 team. According to court records, he and his co-conspirators unlawfully exported more than 200 firearms and related components from Florida to Trinidad and Tobago between April 2019 and April 2022. The items included upper and lower receivers, gun parts kits, and other firearm components. One of the seizures central to the case occurred on April 21, 2021, when officers from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and the Customs and Excise Division intercepted a shipment at Piarco International Airport in Port of Spain. The shipment, which had been sent from the United States and declared as household items, contained 2 punching bags. Hidden inside were 11 9mm pistols, 2.38 caliber revolvers, a 12-gauge semi-automatic shotgun, multiple AR-15 style barrels and 4 grips, 32 AR-15 magazines, 1 AR-15 drum magazine, hundreds of rounds of ammunition, and other firearm accessories. Authorities said Alexander and his associates arranged the shipment without providing written notice to the carrier about its true contents. The U.S. says Jamaican authorities played a key role in securing Alexander's extradition, among them the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions and the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Body of man found in St. Catherine Canal. Authorities have launched an investigation following the discovery of a man's partially decomposed body in a canal near Heartlands off Old Harbour Road. According to police reports, passers-by made the grim discovery around 12:30 p.m. on Monday after spotting the body in the waterway and immediately alerted the authorities. Upon arrival at the scene, responding officers observed the man's body partially submerged in the canal. The area was subsequently processed by crime scene investigators before the body was removed. The deceased has not yet been identified, and no further details regarding his age or possible cause of death have been released. A post-mortem examination has been ordered to determine the cause of death as police continue their inquiries into the incident.
Hey everyone! Today let's dive into the incredible life story of a reggae legend, Burning Spear. Born as Winston Rodney on March 1st, 1945, in St. Ann's Bay, Jamaica, this man shaped the sound and spirit of reggae music. Growing up, Winston was deeply influenced by the music of Bob Marley and the Wailers. It wasn't long before he found his own voice, deeply rooted in Rastafarian beliefs and African history. In the late 60s, he hit up Studio One in Kingston, and that's where the magic began. His debut single, Door Peep, dropped in 1969, announcing a powerful new presence in the reggae scene. But it was the album Marcus Garvey in 1975 that truly put Burning Spear on the map. Named after the Jamaican national hero, this album was a call to consciousness and a celebration of black pride. Tracks like Marcus Garvey and Slavery Days resonated deeply with audiences worldwide, blending heavy bass lines with profound lyrics. Throughout the 70s and 80s, Burning Spear continued to release groundbreaking albums like Man in the Hills, Social Living and Hail Him. Each one was a mix of spiritual exploration and social commentary, making his music not just a pleasure to listen to, but also a call to action. His live performances, absolutely legendary. If you've ever seen Burning Spear live, you know the electrifying energy he brings to the stage. With his dreads swinging and a voice full of passion, he turns every concert into a spiritual experience. In 2007, he won a Grammy for Best Reggae Album with Jah Is Real. And even after decades in the game, Burning Spear has never lost his fire. He's still out there, spreading the messages of peace, love and unity. Burning Spear isn't just a musician, he's a movement. His music has inspired countless artists and fans around the world, and his legacy continues to grow. So there you have it, the life and legacy of Burning Spear, a true icon of reggae music. If you enjoyed this trip down reggae lane, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell icon for more deep dives into the lives of music legends. Catch you in the next one. One love.